Full movie 2024, The Child, superhero F. Paxal, action movie 2024 in English, game movie. So this is for English practice, okay? Marlin's beard. How did you? Wait, waited. Hang on. George, charge the key. Give me your hand. Are you all right? You are hurt. Perhaps a bit. Take this. AIDS Vegan well potion. It is vegan well potion. That stuff will heal you in a second. What happened? Poor George. I can't believe he. What the hell got into that damn thing? What the hell got into that damn thing? Taking a carriage. Okay, attacking a carriage, Meteor. Uh, typical dragon. I would never. How far did that port key take us? Farther from London than the carriage travel. We are somewhere in the Scottish Highlands. Sir, those ruins. Do you think the port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected, but Mariam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she and George died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you are all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around. Absolutely, sir. Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Steady yourself. Papero, almost there. That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What is this? Professor Fig, how odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here? And how is there a room behind it? What room? I don't see anything. And there is that glow again, like the glow on the pork key container. What in Madeleine's name? Godric's heart. Where are we? I don't believe it. Hello? It can't be. Just a moment. Waiting here. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Welcome to um, Gringot Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely the key. Little white spork key. Oh, yes, of course. This way then. Stay close. After you. And keep your hands inside the card if you don't wish to lose them. How many vaults are there in Gringotts? Hundreds. In fact, you will see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we are just beneath 12, beneath the main lobby. The vault you see now are the newest. Our private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts, and they are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power or both could have arranged for such a service. You want to take a breath, or what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure. Experience the thief's downfall before, have you? Heard of it? Have you heard of it? These are the allure walls that we're passing now. How deep are we going? Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank, settled in Phase A, and with quite a distance to go. Vote 12. Momentous day. Hmm. Or nearby. Professor, the armband that God was wearing was glowing, like the glow you saw on the porky container, now darker. I saw that same glow on the dungeon's collar. Yeah, that was that. We were just wondering about the goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are. When was the last time his vault was accessed? A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, none has visited Vault 12. Yeah, until today. Vault 12. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. What do you suppose we should be looking for? I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you may. The instructions of our Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door. Wait, best of luck. Professor, that was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Rebellion, perhaps. Rebellion. Yes. A revealing charm. I saw something. Move a bit closer and try again. Oh, a door. Well, that's a start. There is that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way too. I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the code key container. If, if what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. There you are. How did you? Oh, what is this place? I don't know, but I found this floating above the basin. That is no mere basin. That is offensive for viewing memories. I wonder, follow my lead. All is in place. The key is well hidden, and perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can. Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough. Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets of his knowledge. Others will do anything to obtain because, if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials, will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it. We've done all that we can, and that is what you are seeing the glow that surrounded them. Yes, sir. Astonishing. Can I see my traces of an ancient magic to be precise? The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but I could never. Miriam, Miriam and perhaps George died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We would. It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago. Someone is coming. Who are they? I don't know, but sir, you shouldn't be in the. I was right. Ranrock, seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think none was ever going to visit Rung's Hawks. And why are you here? No need for that. Just to give me whatever it is you found here, and we can let bygones be bygones. Sir, have the key to the vault. Choose your next words wisely. Choose your next words wisely. I I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have one. I have no patience for traitors. Where were we? I'm not giving you anything. Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful. I know a way out. Professor, are you all right? Fine, sir. I've never seen a so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic. Where are we? It can't be. It seems, and those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability. To end up here, we have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I am no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Randolph. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me, of course, sir. Hank ready for the sorting ceremony. Phineas, Nigellus, Black, perhaps yourself to meet the headmaster. Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting sediment is over. There were complications. It seems the goblin problem. Goblins. I've no time for rumors. Fake, and I am rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you are lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening. I'll be in touch, Professor Weasley. We've one more to be sorted. Welcome, you are just in time. Have a seat. Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You must. Um, yes, a bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with references and preconceptions, certain exceptions, certain expectations. I am looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds. Indeed, much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder, I detect something in you, a certain sense of, what is it? A sense of loyalty. I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others. You do not give up especially. You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead, and your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Batterby Gryffindor, Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in a last spring's final, this year's Kidditch season has been cancelled. Enough. It is not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I am Professor Weasley. Would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room? I shall see to it, sir. As he was saying, I am Professor Weasley. Weasley, pleased to meet you. Nice to meet you as well, Professor. As a deputy headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room right this way. It is most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure. I'm looking forward to it. I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted. You were a Gryffindor. I, I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however. Password, password. The password is Gratadom. Gratadom. You may enter. Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class. Thank you, Professor Weasley. You are welcome. I hope that you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well. Sure you don't want to try it. Brewed it myself. Hello, you are the new fifth year. Pleased to meet you. I am Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Plausible, plus and figure right. Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage? Oh yes, a friend of Professor Figgs. Oh, did not mean to cry. Nasty business. Dragons. Again, very glad you are here. Thank you. Thank you, Gareth. So are you related to Professor Weasley? I am, and she is my aunt. Must be nice having an aunt for a professor. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I am a first year, keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she is an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back. Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insight on your aunt. Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today. You thought I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It is not a complicated spell. I should be able to do in Nonver Valley. Nonver Valley. Why is this not working? Oh. Hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida. Pleasure to meet you, Cressida. A splendidly theatrical arrival to the sporting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you are Professor Fig's protege? I am not sure. I'd say I'd say that, but I entered a study with him a little before we arrived last. I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting. Is that what you were trying to do just there? Yes. Having a spot of trouble, I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier. Don't worry, you will get it in the end. Oh, I hope so. If I can get it, Professor Ronan, sure to be very impressed. I'm just going to keep at it. Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida. You as well. Enjoy your first day. Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower from the outside without a broom. Goodness, I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie, Hawkspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way into Hogwarts. Is it true about the dragon? Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon. Cricky, I can't believe it. How thrilling and also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement into Gryffindor and Hogwarts for that matter. I'm sure I'll be seeing you around either in our common room or when you scale your next tower. You never know. Bye for now. New Gryffindor, Professor Weasley is waiting for outside the common room. Let's go. Good morning. I trust you are ready for your first day at Hogwarts. I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here. Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you will need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind, especially as you will be expected to complete your alls at the end of the year. Alls, yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Medical Education at the ministry, we have devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are. What is it? It's a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that is expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource. Thank you, Professor. But what do you mean? It will keep a track of what I am learning. Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me, and we shall put it to the test. You will be expected to attend both Charms and Defense against the Dark Arts classes today, and I'd like to be sure you get into Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here. Thank you, Professor Weasley. A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside the class. You will be up to speed in no time, judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier. I'd say Professor Figs succeeded in at least showing you the basics. He did, Professor. He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, especially about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there is more to the story that a search for belongings and an accidental trip up to the castle. I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that is all there is to it. Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. And speak of the devil, Professor Fig, your ears must have been burning. Oh yes, uh, you seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting. Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems. Hmm. Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of the dragon. I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us. Very well. Enough chit chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map? Of course. Thank you. Good luck today, and remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you and invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress. Yes, Professor. Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies. It is good to see you, Professor. And you, I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immerse yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley interrogations regarding our late arrival? I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I am fairly certain she suspects that we are not being entirely forthcoming. Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of, and she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us. Understood, Professor. Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not so subtle, reproof from Professor Weasley. Why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field cards map? Unfold it and look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way. This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you. Now sounds like you've quite a day ahead. What with classes and a trip into Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own van. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about your mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic that you are able to master within these walls. Is that what you've got? Leave your soul. Professor Hackett, perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Age of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poachering in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso, Levioso, a levitation charm. Levioso, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Poet? Master Poet? No. One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small. Levioso. Now, let's try something a little larger. See how the dummy deflected your cast. This time cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, now the basic. Well done, very good, but the best way into practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two duelists and take your marks. Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome. Now I want a fair duel using only Divioso, basic cast and Vertigo. You may begin. Nothing lucky about it. Your first duel. Let's just say all of my students with this stick. Joy and life, love yourself. Use the basic cost when your opponent's guard is down. Not bad for a beginner. You gave as good as you get. I put you on the spot and you rose to the challenge. Challenge points to Gryffindor. Thank you, Professor Hackett. I'm glad to have the opportunity to practice. If what I've seen today is an indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom do is one thing, but baffling dark wizards, or as ever, more likely to goblins, is a different kettle of Grindelows entirely. Understood, Professor Sir. So I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can, and perhaps Mr. Solo will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, and that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed. I enjoyed that. Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it. It was certainly good practice. Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Salo. By the way, I didn't expect a new student to be so deft with the wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel. I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back. Hmm, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization. Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules, I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason. Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we are deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you are going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught. Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind. Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned, we'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Duke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance if you are interested. Here behind you. There is an open seat here. Thank you. Hello, I'm Nati. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet? Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor, rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and the glow charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the 7 months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let us put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now. Akion, that is not bad. You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss on I here. Very good, everyone. And that is enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me, I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. Hmm. What better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? Yeah, it. Yeah. So why don't we have our newest students start us off? Hmm. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we? I think we are well past interesting at this point. I'll say enough chatter. Focus now, as you would need it. This sound settles it all. It all. Let us see. Let us see them. And there we go. Accurate. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out. Well done, back. Well, well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me and to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise, and that's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once. To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my fourth year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here before I knew it. We had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country. Well, it's a bit nice talking and completing with you and competing with you and with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time, of course. Of course, you kept. The worst, if you wouldn't. You wanted to speak with me, Professor? I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation. Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir. What charm is there in the expected? Miss Yunai is a talented witch, and take it in stride. One often gets the most from the battles one has lost. Of course, Professor, it was a challenging match. Miss Yunai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley, have asked that your professor gave you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special that I am preparing for you. Hello there. You are the new student, aren't you? Hello, you wanted to speak to me? Samantha, Dave, I've been eager to meet you. You are the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day is going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms. I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck. My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't. I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Onan. What about the room, Professor? I was thinking the same thing. Dick, Dicky, perhaps you could help. Oh, excuse Dicky. There you are. I trust your first classes went well. They did, Professor. I heard as much from Professor Hackett and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me, isn't there? Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training? He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos. That's correct, Professor. I see, like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors, to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments. I'm not sure I have time for extra assignments, Professor. You shall find the time. You'd be astonished to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily and to assign you first one. Now regarding the trip to Hogsted I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion, potion recipes, and spellcrafts. Thank you, Professor. And Mr. Ollivander, I will connect you with the perfect wand. We've managed to classes well with a borrowed wand. But you'll find the magic you cast with your own hand to be far superior. I'm eager to get the Hogsmeade very well. So that's end for today.